So today I'm once again out towards the place where I was on my last video, Badbury Clump. I do like it out here actually, but I'm going to try a different part. So a few things have kind of transpired, let's say, over the past few days. I've been very busy with the whole kind of house moving thing with solicitors and conveyancing, you know, getting people in place to do the survey, that kind of thing. I think that's going to rumble on for a good few weeks now. And the other thing which has come to my attention, which is quite annoying actually, is I found out that for some reason that YouTube are being quite, I think, discriminatory, I think, towards smaller channels like myself. So I did watch a video the other day about codecs, and that you can spend hours creating kind of a masterpiece, let's say, in the form of a video. You get it absolutely right, the colour's right, it's perfect, and you save your video and then you upload it, only to find out that YouTube have downgraded it. They've given it a lower codec, let's say, because it seems that, and I've known this for a while actually, that YouTube have got favourite channels. And if you right click on a video, then you go down to, I think it's something like Stats for Nerds. I was looking at it yesterday, and it seems like the codec which I've been given on my channel is quite a lot lower than some of the other channels. You know, I think it ought to be some kind of a level playing field, let's say, you know, give everyone, you know, on YouTube a fair chance, and just doesn't seem to be the case, because how can you then expect small channels like myself to grow into big channels if the video is being downgraded in quality? It's simply not going to happen. The idea once again today is to fly my drone in and around the woods. I'm going to try and keep an eye out for deer this time, because when I looked on the big screen on my last video, there was some deer which I missed. I didn't spot them. Very difficult to see them on your phone when you're flying around. On the big screen you can see everything. Okay, so there's lots of tracks going into this particular wood. The main wood I was in the other day is over there. I'm in a separate wood now, but lots of tracks going into it. Big animal track going down here, probably deer coming off the field. And once again going into the wood there. And that looks really tangly in there. That's going to be hard work, so I'm going to go further over there, I think, where it's perhaps a little easier to fly my drone, because it's just like wire wool in there. That'd be almost impossible to fly my drone in that. Right. Okay, so after about a 25-minute walk from the car park, we're in this nice little wood now. Now I'm going to up my game on this video. I'm going to be shooting in 2.7K rather than 1080p. Okay, so we're going to shoot at 2.7K, 30 frames per second. We'll see how it goes with that. Obviously YouTube are lowering the quality of my video, so I've got to up my game and just see if it makes any difference. That's as much as I can do my end, and make sure all my settings are right in my edit suite as well before I save the video to go on YouTube. So let's get set up and let's get flying. Right, let's just see what's up here. Just going to take our time because I haven't got any prop guards with me, unfortunately. They haven't arrived. I was promised that they would arrive, but they've not arrived yet, so there's not a lot I can do about that apart from just fly safely. Right. Is there a way into this wood, I wonder? I can just get in there and have a little bit of a look around, maybe. I don't know if I can just perhaps just get in there, I don't know. Ooh, looks a bit tight, doesn't it? But I'm sure if I take my time I should be able to get in there, I think. Right, so we're just going to have a little hunt around and just see what there is. This is a great release for myself. It brings me pleasure to take you guys with me, because I mean, some people, they just can't get out and do things like this. Perhaps they got some kind of an issue, I don't know, but disabled or whatever. So it's really nice for me to bring these places to you, and I really enjoy what I do. You never quite know what you might see. I was really hoping for those prop guards to arrive by now. I'm quite disappointed, actually. I was really looking forward to, it just gives me that bit of kind of added security in a way where I can brush past little twigs and things and not really be too worried about them. But when you're just completely bare, flying for the woods like this, you really are begging for trouble in a way, because at some point, it's like wire wool in there, isn't it? It's just so dense. But these are amazing, these drones, because they can go where people can't, and they can show me and others things which you just wouldn't normally see. Little hidden secrets in the woods, let's say, in the forests. Now I've got to be really kind of vigilant, because there are quite a lot of deer around these parts. So I'm just going to stealthily just move. There's a lot of water down there, actually. I don't really want my drone flying over water in case I encounter some kind of an obstacle which will bring it down. And it could be game over for poor little drone then. I have looked to upgrade my drone to a Mini 3, but they're still fetching quite a lot of money. So perhaps that's something which I'll just have to put on the back burner for now, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Right, a bit of a clearing here. Have a little bit of a look around, see what there is. You can see an awful lot more on the big screen than you can on my little monitor thing here. So there's a bit of a footpath there, I think, so I'm just going to be a bit careful. So I'm going to all scout around and see what there is. Let's just head on down this way, I think. Yeah, I'm really kind of annoyed with YouTube sort of downgrading people's videos. I mean, how do they expect small channels to become large channels if is that something over there? I don't zoom in. Can I see anything? Nothing. Yeah, how can YouTube expect small channels to become large channels if they're downgrading the quality of their of these videos? I mean, people who go to a smaller channel look at the quality of the video and they just think, God, this isn't much good, and they won't subscribe. So I'm a little bit miffed about that. You can spend hours creating some kind of a masterpiece for YouTube just to go and just downgrade it. I think that's a bit naughty of them to do that. Alright, I'm just hunting around slowly. Oh, alright, okay, just got a glitch there. I think I might be encountering some kind of a problem. I don't know. Okay, right. I think for safety reasons, I'm going to come back on myself. I think it was this way, because I got a glitch then. I don't want this thing glitching on me. So I'm just going to come out of this little part of the wood, and then I'll get back slightly towards myself. I'll just head for that little gap there. And yeah, it's really nice around here. It really is lovely. Okay, we just take our time. Ooh, there's a little twig there, little twiggy thing that might bring my drone down, or give it a bit of a wobble, let's say. Alright, let's just head on this way. Got to fly where you can see. If you go sideways, there's so many obstacles here, you're going to hit something. Yeah. So you're going to just slowly just inch it forward. It's really quite difficult here. This is a bit of a challenge, I'll tell you. It's an enjoyable challenge though. It really does. As I keep saying, if you can fly in places like this, then you can pretty much fly anywhere. You really can. Okay, other news. Yep, house is kind of going forward now. Not sure when we're going to be sort of leaving our place. We've been there 30 years, got a lot of memories there. Oh, something up there. There's a load of deer. There's a load of deer. I saw a load of deer then. Yeah, can you see them just running through the gap there? Oh. Let's see if we can make our way over that way. A bit of water down below, so I've got to be mindful of that. Definitely saw some deer then. I'm not sure what they were running from. I can't think it was me. But they were most definitely running somewhere. I just zoomed in. Problem is, these things run. I just don't know when they're going to stop. I've got to try and figure out where they might have gone to. I like to go that way, but that looks difficult. Try and thread my way out of the wood if I can. Yeah. You can't do anything in a hurry when you're doing this. Because if you do, you know you're going to get some trouble. Okay. To be honest, I don't like the situation where I am. Kind of regarding where I'm presently flying. It just feels a bit eerie to me. Oh shit. Okay, careful now. Just got to position myself. This is really tough. I really got to concentrate with this. Okay, there's a bit of wind around. I'm not sure if it's going to affect my drone at all. when you're in the woods, I mean, the woods, it does offer some protection from the elements. Let's see. Right, if I can get into a bit of a clearing there, I feel as if I would be a bit safer just out in the open. Let's see. I want to get where there's no trees around, then I can kind of take off. Okay, let's just get out of this clearing, shall we? Right, okay. Right, so I think I'm down this way somewhere. I'm just going to fly it back towards myself just to gather my bearings, let's say. Yeah, okay, I can hear it now. Right, here we go. Okay, there we go. Bit of a fly there. Not sure where those deer went. They seem to have bolted out of the wood and went that way. Let's send it back up that way, just see if we can see them. Yeah, let's have a look. Off we go. Right. Also, I'm just going to take you up, give you some elevation, and just see exactly where I am. Excuse me. Okay, so our location today is in this little wood here. It's somewhat denser than where I was before. Yeah, that is a right old mess down there, isn't it? My gosh. Quite a big old wood as well. It's quite extensive. Just take you up and away. Yeah, it's quite a sizable place. I'm just coming into the bottom left-hand frame of the picture now. You can see it's quite a large sort of a wood. Lovely wood, in fact. And where I was on my last video was over there. I was in that wood over there. That's where I was in my last video, which was fun. I enjoyed that. It was good. Yeah. Anyway, that's where I was on my last video. Today we're about half a mile away in this wood here, which is slightly bigger, I think. Slightly bigger. Let's have a little fly down here just to see if any deer have come out into the open. And I just want to get some nice shots of the countryside, and this is really lovely out here, I'll tell you. It's just nice to get out here on a lovely day like today. It does me the power of good. It does anyone the power of good, this does. This is kind of like medicine. I think anyone, if they got any kind of an issue, a problem. Okay, weak signal, image transition. I've lost transmission signal. Remote controller signal lost. Okay. Right, so
return to home.
Returning to home. Right, okay. So I'm kind of out in the open here. I don't want it to ascending. Right, okay. I've got signal back now. Right, okay. Let's get it back to me, I think, probably. Right, where am I? I'm trying to find myself. Okay, so according to that, I am somewhere over here, I think. Okay. Yeah, as I was saying before I got so rudely interrupted, this is therapy. I think if anyone's got any kind of issues regarding, I don't know, depression or something along those lines, I think a place like this would do you a power of good. I think it really would. Right, let's just go down this avenue of trees, this little clearing. I'm going to lower you down. I'm going to just head on through and just see if we can see something interesting. We might see some...
Battery level is low.
Okay, right.
Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
Right, okay. Getting low battery level now. It's deciding to come back home. Cancel the return. I'll fly it back manually. I much prefer to do that. Otherwise it's going to go up like about, I don't know, 500 feet or something, and then it will... it takes a long time to get it back again. Right, some low level flying then. Weak signal. There's a bit of a hill there. I'm just on the other side of that brow of the hill there, and I just momentarily lost my signal. You've got to be so careful. Anyway, we just fly the drone back. Just keeping an eye out. If you just keep an eye out for any deer, because what I can see on the screen is not necessarily what you can see on the PC screen when you got it on big picture. Oh, here we go, something there. Not sure what that was. Pheasants, I think. Okay. Right, it's getting low battery now, and we're not far away. We're only about 100 meters away, so you should be coming up soon. Okay. There we go. There we go, guys. So it's pretty much the end of my little flight, I think, for today. Wind's bouncing it around a little bit, and yeah, that was ooh, how long was that flight? 18 minutes, so that's probably enough for the video, I think. So I think we're head on back to the car now. Yeah, that was quite a challenging little flight in that wood there. That was more difficult than the one I went to the other day. So if you can imagine, I'm going to try and grade it. If you can imagine that trying to fly for a bramble bush is like a 10, that in there would have been, I guess, about a 7. Because there's just lots of danger, lots of twigs and lots of crap you can hit. I think the place where I went to the other day, up at Badbury Club, which is literally just through the woods over there, about half a mile. I think parts of that were about a 4 or a 5, because there were quite a few open spaces there. And I think Savernake Forest would have been about maybe a 5 or a 6. So there's kind of different grades of places where you can kind of fly. You know, in places like that there, that would be like an 8. You can see the danger trying to get into the wood and then maneuver it round. So you've got to be really, really mindful when you haven't got prop guards. When you got prop guards, things will be a lot easier, I think.